So I want to share with you what is the number one question. What is the biggest question that I ask myself before I do any real estate deal, any house that I'm going to buy? And I'm going to share that with you right now. Greetings, class. It's Chris Haskins with TheRealEstateRoundup.com. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. What's the biggest question that I ask myself before I buy any house? I'm going to get to that. I want to frame this up for you, Roundup. As I stand here in my kitchen, the coronavirus is running rampant. They just canceled schools in my state in Virginia for the next 2 weeks. You know, I've scheduled to go to Dallas to be in the valuetainment office with Patrick Bet-David in the next 2 days, right? I've spent thousands of dollars on the media team, hotel room, travel, accommodations, food, etc., etc., etc. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it. What is the big, how are we going to focus on getting this trip done? My kids will be out of school for the next 2 weeks. My wife just called me. She's crying, Chris. I just had 4 contractions within the last 30 minutes. So my wife's on the way home. She's probably going to walk in as I'm talking to you right now. And I'm like, you know what? I need to come to you and share with you what is I want to break. This is going to be a little emotional today, but I want to break through. Getting you over that hump. What's the biggest question that I ask myself before I buy any house? What's the worst that could happen? What is the worst thing that can happen? What is the worst case scenario? So as we are here, we're in doomsday, the world's falling apart. My wife's on the way home. I got to take a moment. I don't know if we're going to have a baby today. I have to cancel my trip. All this stuff's going through my head. I'm thinking, Chris, what is the worst thing that can happen? What is the worst that could happen, right? That before I buy any house, I'm looking, what's the worst thing that can happen? So when I'm looking at these houses, right? My mentor used to say, Chris, what is your break even? What is your break even if you go into this property and you're going to make no money, right? What is the bottom line? So if you're going to spend $100,000 to buy a house, spend 30 or 40 to fix it up, and you're going to resell it for 160, that is break even, because don't forget we have transaction fees. So what is the worst thing that can happen when you're going to buy any property? The worst thing in my mind is we make no money. You make no money. So before you go evaluate the houses that you're looking for, the worst case, and you getting off the bench and actually making a decision to buy a house, only thing that you could do is not make any money, right? You could make any money or maybe lose just a little bit, but you have to buy it right. So in order for me to calculate what's the worst thing that can happen, I have to understand what am I buying it for and what I can sell it for. And all that stuff in the middle, all the costs, the renovation costs, the holding costs, the cost of the money, the maintenance, whatever the renovation is going to cost me, taxes, the insurance, go down the line, all that calculated in. When you know what that number is and you say, should I buy this house or not? Well, the worst thing that can happen is if you buy it right, you might have to take a discount on the sale price, right? We don't know. Everybody thinks, I don't know why, everybody thinks that they're going to buy a house and sell it at the top of the market. It just doesn't work like that, Roundup. From time to time, we have to take a slight discount. Everybody wants a good discount on a deal, right? So what's the worst thing for me? With my wife, she's on the way home now. What's the worst thing that could happen, right? I mean, I guess we have to pack up, go to the hospital right now, have a baby today, even though the baby's not due for another month and a half. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is we're going to have a baby today. I mean, that's a little bit more than the house, right? Because you can let the house go. And think about it, Roundup. I need you to get off the fence and go make a decision about that house. If you're borrowing the money, it's not even your money at risk. It's the lender's money at risk. So why are y'all concerned about, well, I don't know if I want to make that decision. All you're doing is signing on the piece of paper. The worst thing to happen for you is you lose the house, right? You lose the house. So why not take a chance, get up, sign the paperwork, go look for a house. It's the worst thing that could happen is you don't die, right? So for me, my kids out of school, they shut down the school systems. The worst thing for me, I'm going to have to stay home, and now I'm going to have to I have to teach the kids something, right? I have to help them understand what daddy does. The worst thing that can happen, coronavirus spreads, we all stay home, we go to the store, we cook all our food at home. You know, so Roundup, it's not that bad when you're going to buy a house The worst problem is you lose the house. I've lost 3 houses to foreclosures roundup. I told you this was going to be a little emotional for me. I've lost 3 houses to foreclosure. Did I die? I don't have cancer. I still have my health, right? It's the worst thing. So when you're thinking about making offers, I want to kind of push you over the edge. Sometimes you got to just get pushed a little bit, right? I used to have 13 trees in my yard. Now I have 7. From time to time, I'm walking through my yard. I see little, unfortunately, dead birdies in the yard. I guess mama has pushed them or they fell out of the nest. Sometimes you got to get out of that nest roundup. I want you to make a decision, make a big decision to buy your next house. What's the worst thing that could happen to you? You lose the house or you don't make money, right? Worst thing. Or you lose the house. Worst case scenario. Always run that through your mind before you buy any house, okay? Listen, everybody, pray for your boy. Pray for me. As my wife's on the way home, I don't have any idea what she's going to say. She called me about 5 minutes ago. I'm like, you know what? I need to kind of share with you guys what's going on because I'm thinking my mind defaults to worst case scenario. Every time something comes up with business and in life, I'm like, all right, what's worst case? Boom. All right, I can live with that. Next thing, boom, 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 boom. I can live with that one. Next thing, next. It's almost like levels, right? So I just wanted to share that with you because to make you believe and understand the worst case is not always that bad. And 9 times out of 10, probably won't be the worst case, right? All right, I love you. Make sure you take a second. Subscribe to my channel, Roundup. Oh man, sorry about that. And stay posted. Hit that like button and make sure you hit the bell. Hit that bell so you know when we're going to be broadcasting live and I can share with you my experiences as we hopefully get down to Dallas. Okay, Chris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. I'll see you soon. Peace.